What's the deal, Lawncare Squad? We finally made it to this, right? Man, I'm telling you what, we've been having some issues loading up. You guys have probably noticed it's not Sunday night, but hey, dedicated to getting this done. We're respecting the process and making sure that we get the information out there that we want you guys to take advantage of. So I hope some of this information can help you out in your lawn care game and help you level up. First things first, we want to talk about the weather. Yeah, the weather. Yeah, we're getting ready to get to that season, y'all, where we can get out there and make it happen. The weather's going to start improving. We're also going to have the opportunity to be out there a little bit longer. So guess what? It's time for us to start focusing on the weather every week. We need, on Sunday nights, we need to be checking out and see what the weather's like, right? We need to see what's happening out there, whether it's going to rain or not, whether we need to reach out to customers early in the week and let them know what the forecast looks like. And of course, we're not meteorologists or anything like that, but they do give us a good idea of what's going to take place as far as the weather is concerned. I know like 90% of the time they're wrong, but it's always better to be prepared than to not be prepared. So we want to make sure we focus on that and get that going. One of the ways we can do that is by, going online, looking at the weather forecast for the week. Get yourself an app on your computer or even your smartphone to make sure you got up-to-date information and see what's going on and tracking and things like that. So that's going to be our first step, first key for this new season. The second thing we want to talk about, of course, is how we're going to target these customers. You heard me right. I said that's what it's about. It's really about targeting customers. In your first year, your key customer, regardless of what anybody wants to tell you, your key customer in your first year is going to be single women or single men who don't have the opportunity to get out in the yard. The majority are going to be single women between the ages, I say between the ages of 35 all the way up to 60, 70 years old. The men, they're going to be a little bit different. Like I said, it's going to be guys that don't have the time. Maybe they're working too much, or maybe they just don't like lawn care at all. So those are the people you want to target. You want to target those neighborhoods. What tends to happen is you have a little bit smaller yard to deal with. So of course your revenue is not going to be quite as high on those. But check your surrounding areas. Check with any of the people that you know that are friends or family that fit those descriptions, guys. In the first year, those are the people you want to work with. Those are the people that are going to be a little bit more lenient and willing to let somebody new get into their yard. A lot of times they've had bad experiences because why? The guy in the second and their third year don't respect the process, right? Once they get going, all of a sudden they think they're too good to do those type of customers. They're worrying about increasing their revenue. But key fact is what we want to do is we want to make sure we're their go-to person, right? Their go-to person for everything, whether it's, remulching their flower bed, anything they may need done. These are going to be the people that ask you to do a little bit of work. But as long as we're upfront and tell them, hey, look, my time is valuable, to understand that. We're also working on our craft at that time. So we'll be able to do things for them that other people may not feel like they have time to do. But every opportunity is an experience for you to get better. And that's how you're going to level up your lawn care game, people. Stay focused. Don't let anybody distract you from what your mission is. Like I say, in your first year, that's what's going to be. Those are going to be the people that you want to deal with. Year number 2, now we're focusing on what? Really the process and getting the process together within our business. Whether you target customers that are on a little bit higher level, that's one thing you want to start focusing on. As far as the customer that may be a family household. So the thing is, now we have that experience and we're dealing with 2 people versus 1. Now we can go to them and tell them, hey, look, this is what we expect, because guess what? You're going to have 2 sets of eyes on you versus just 1 set of eyes. So there may be a little bit more detail involved, but guess what? We put in the work the year before, so now we can roll. Year number 3, we want to focus on what? Expanding our business, moving into commercial properties, getting involved with the federal government at a local and state level, making sure that we're the go-to people for that. Year number 3 is really about establishing relationships. You want to build those relationships with those companies. You're a little bit more comfortable in what you're doing, so now you can start approaching, some of those stores that you may see out there. We want to also, in that whole process, be networking with the people who are making the decisions. Perfect example is that this Friday I had the opportunity to go and speak with Amazon, East Baton Rouge Parish. Amazon, again, on another side, we got to have multiple sides, streams of income, people. I'm an Amazon seller, so guess what? Now I can network with this person, see if I can help them out and give them a resolution for that. So that's one thing that I encourage you guys to do, not too quickly, but is to go out there and find yourself another source of income for your business while you're rolling. You never know what'll happen, but again, if you don't do it, what's the chances of it happening that way? I'm a firm believer in shooting your shot, people. We got to do that, and the way we do that is by establishing a relationship so we can be the go-to people for these, bigger companies. This is all through the city of Baton Rouge and the state. You got to go out there and get yourself in a position, get those certifications and everything. So that's kind of the process from 1, 2, and 3 as far as those target customers that we want to be looking at, guys. In this whole thing, it's all about having a game plan. If you don't have a game plan, it's going to be hard on you. There's going to be times when you want to quit, and if you don't see that bigger vision that there's something down the road waiting on you, and that's what it's about, you'll quit. And we don't want to see anybody quit. We want everybody, you, to level up your lawn care business. That's what this channel is all about. Don't want to go on this journey alone. That's not what it's about, man. You're always supposed to bring somebody with you, lift somebody up, and be positive. You're going to see a lot of negativity out there throughout the whole lawn care industry. That works for some people. It doesn't work for me or my spirit. So I'm focusing on helping other people. Your circle, as it starts to develop, you'll start to be around more successful people. You'll start to be more successful yourself. Success breeds success. That's given. It's not anything we want to even debate with anybody. We want to know that, hey, I'm going to get out there and make it happen today because the next person is watching me and they're depending on me to be successful just to encourage them. So whoever it may be, they may be in a different type of business, skill set or whatever. They're watching you. They're making sure that, hey, if he can do it, maybe I can do it too. I'm telling you, just go ahead, get started, stay focused, and everything will work out. I also want to talk about, today we want to talk about maybe a little bit, I'd say about a year or two, you want to start looking at ways to improve your business from a financial standpoint. No, I'm not a banker or anything like that. That's another key relationship you need to have. I'm not a financial advisor. But guys, there are companies out there that'll allow you now to do what? Get gas cards. Don't go out and get a bunch of gas cards with these companies and commercial. Don't be signing up for deposits and all this other stuff. There's mistakes that I've made in the past. Don't do that. What you want to do is get with a reputable company, probably Fuel Man, for suggestions, and get yourself a gas card. Try to be responsible with that, and what that allows you to do now is move your money a little bit different. You're not necessarily taking all your money and spending it directly on gas. You can stretch that out a little bit. In this type of business, you're going to need a gas card, right? The gas is going to be more expensive and more expensive and more expensive the more you grow your business. So that would be my key tip for the day, is to go ahead and try to look into getting yourself a gas card. Do your research. There's a lot of other people who have proclaimed to be experts, and there are some good people out there with some information for you on how you can get yourself a gas card without using your personal credit, all through EIN. And if you don't have your EIN, you don't have a business, so you probably don't want to pay attention to this too much. You're just somebody that's out there mowing and blowing grass. process, guys. You can't just jump into it and get it done and say you're going to skip the steps. We got to make sure we're doing that. And I feel like in year 2, that's the time to start taking advantage of that. Your business is fairly established at that point in time, and you may be able to get it in year 1, just depending on where your standpoint is. You don't want to start using your personal credit, though, to kind of fund your business. It's kind of cardinal sin, and especially in lawn care, just the way things are set up. So, again, stay focused, make it happen. We're out here trying to level up people's business. If you feel like that's something that you want to take advantage of and you want to be in the know, make sure you like and subscribe so anytime we shoot a video, we'll be able to get you the information you need to get started and get going, guys. Last key tip, get yourself 2 locks for your trailer. Rookie. Don't make the mistake that I did, rushing, been cutting grass for a long time, had my trailer going, forgot to get a lock for the trailer itself, not your hitch, but your trailer itself, to put on top of your hitch ball brace or bracket, whatever you want to call it, clamp, and make sure that you got that leveled in. It caused me a burnt hand and also a little bit of embarrassment when you're going down the road and that thing pops off with your lawnmower on there and it's dragging the ground at about 50 miles an hour and you got cars coming behind you. So again, stay focused, guys. We're going to keep this one short. We were supposed to get this done last night. But again, we got to respect the process. Things are going to happen. That doesn't mean you don't do it. That means you find another way. You get up this morning and make it happen. Appreciate you guys' time. Let's go. Let's level up today.